Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Detroit Lions. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go. Here we go.
Ready.
97's the mic. 97's the mic. Right. Hatch it. Hatch it. Check three. Check three. Check three. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Slam, slam, slam. He's crazy.
Rock it.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Looking to throw on second down. Hancock. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
From the gun on third down. Hancock looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. He was looking for Watkins that time. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, big man with ball meant bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo complete to Dorsett. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, defense.
Hey, alert.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with a former Buckeye Mike Weber. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
I'm trying to
Hey, Echo.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Hey, Charlie.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Hancock. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Come on, set.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
That's track.
Let go.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a line first down.
Let him know.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Speed grip.
On first down, Hancock. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's first and 10.
Tight dog. X3. 218. Chopper. Ready.
From the gun, Hancock. He's going to loft one deep left. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Garoppolo. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Pretty fortunate there. The interception that ended the last drive, and then, boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call him to question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10.
You have to get tired of seeing me.
Garoppolo now. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Here we go.
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on third and long? Here's Garoppolo to throw. He's got his man. That's Josh Gordon. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
13.
Here we go on fourth down with Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And that's complete to Adams. Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Black 80!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, exit. Snap.
Operating from the gun. Hancock. He'll get this into the hands of Travis Fulgham. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Throwing on 1st down. Hancock. And this is caught by Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Leo.
SOS.
From the gun, Hancock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Watch the screen.
Hey, wahoo.
Watch the screen.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Hancock. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
64,
Back.
On 3rd and 2, Hancock. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Check it out. 36.
Go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
At the Patriots' 9-yard line.
2nd and 9 now. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
General West.
Now Weber. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Got his man. That's Harry. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jarrett Davis. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 50. Check 50. No. Off. Check 30.
Fair.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Rush in.
Deep rip.
Now Johnson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Out. 3 down.
Yeah.
Check 26. Chance.
Ready.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a 3rd and long situation forthcoming.
And it's 3rd down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
White.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Able to get this to Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Weber. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Hey, tighten down. There you go. Get hot!
Garoppolo on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Check 56. Hey.
Garoppolo again. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, Delta. Hard. Snap.
The final shot before break. Hancock. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the run.
Now a give, right side. It's Weber. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Mike Weber with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. To throw on second down, Hancock. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now hitting on 2/3 of his passes. 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Bravo!
Operating from the gun. Hancock nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Man up, D. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Look at me. Door. Hey, lock it.
Check 99. Sponge. No.
Hey.
Back to throw. Hancock. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line.
And he's going to go down again.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Taken in at the 22. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Patriots take over.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Here's Weber. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
12.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Let's go,
On first down, it's Weber. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. In on the tackle, Jalen Reeves-Maybin.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, let's go. Watch twist.
White.
Check one.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Let's go.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Josh Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, Zoo.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 42 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
29 is the mic.
From the gun, Hancock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Five.
Here's 2nd and 8. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Switch.
Squeeze.
Check your backer.
Shoot.
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us, As they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Weber. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16. Garoppolo. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run again here with Weber. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
On 1st and 10, Hancock. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. And maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Travis Fulgham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
49, check 49, check 49. 5.
Operating from the gun, Hancock, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll run on 1st down. Weber. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 120.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
40's mine. 21. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Check. X3. 218. Jump.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Garoppolo. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Garoppolo. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Here we go.
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds an opening past the 40. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Looking to throw. Hancock. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. First things first here, they got to pick up the 1st down.
And remember, it is 4th down, so they've got to pick up a completion here. Otherwise, this one's over.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception.